Hi everybody, welcome back to another Yoga with Ceri. Today we're doing a full body flow. So focusing kind of on back bends as well, but it's kind of different. So I'm going to do a whole class, probably going to be like 45 minutes to an hour. I've done this class before in real life and people seem to like it, so I thought I might put it on YouTube for anyone that can't come to my classes. We're going to start off in Savasana, so slowly getting into it, and then we move more into a faster pace class. So lying down, make your way all the way down to your back. Your knees can be bent and falling against each other, or they can be out extended. Either way, your palms face upwards to the roof. And we just connect back with the breath. So if you'd like, maybe you can put your hand on your stomach and your heart. And you feel the breath as you inhale through the nose, expanding out the chest. Exhale through the nose again. Let it all fall in. Really feel each part of your body here, so we connect back into the body like we should. Feel each part of the ground on your body, the body into the ground. Are you evenly spread out? What parts of your body are touching? We're just going to take one deep inhale. And then exhale, draw in the right knee to the chest, hugging it in, so clasping the hands. Hug in as tight as we can, and then exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee, twisting to the left side as we look over to the right for a gentle spinal twist. Since we're doing a little bit of back mobility and stability and twisting and back bending, we just need to warm up the spine. Inhale, come back to center, hug it in, and then change sides. Left knee comes in. Right hand to left knee, draw the left knee to the right side. We look over the opposite way. You can move your knee up and down. See how that makes a difference in the back? What parts of the spine is targeted? Always come back to the breath though. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, pull it in. And then keep that knee up. We draw in the other knee to meet it. So opening up the hips here. Bending the knees. Letting them fall out towards the armpits. When you think you've made it, you grab hold of the ankles or the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. Pull the feet towards the ground, the knees into the ground. Really ground down through the spine. So we want the whole spine on the floor. This might be uncomfortable for some people, so really breathe through it. We might get some uncomfortable poses in this class, so I always say that the breath is your best friend. Pull down with every exhale just that little bit further. One more deep breath. Inhale, exhale, pull, and then slowly let the knees fall down. It takes some time here. I did hips yesterday, so my inner groins are really sore. You can just rock and roll into seated position, or to meet me lying on your front. So any way you want to do that, make your way onto your front. When you're there, thumbs meet the chest, elbows face the back, we come into baby cobra. So inhale, draw the shoulders away from the ears, eyes look up, exhale down, inhale up. So don't crank back the neck. You want to have a really straight neck, like you're trying to show off a tattoo at the back. So I got told that, and I thought that was a really good way of explaining it. One more, inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, exhale down. This time fingers come out, tense your fingers, so it's like a little ball underneath them, underneath your hands. They're in line with your shoulders as we inhale, or just a little bit further up. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, roll the left shoulder back, eyes look the left way. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, twist. Again, warming up the shoulders and the back. Exhale. Really push the tops of the feet into the floor. And exhale, last time. Inhale, come back up and come all the way down. Well, you're going to meet me in standing, so tuck the toes, bring the elbows facing the back, downward facing dog, and then walk your feet to your hands and roll all the way up with a soft spine. Meet me in Tadasana, big toes touching, heels a little bit separated, fingers facing forward, palms facing forward. So stay here for a few grounding breaths. Feel the toes, the feet ground down, feel the breath come up through your legs, up through the crown of the head. Bringing the hands to the back, so the lower back. You can either face them downwards or face them upwards. I would face them upwards actually. And we're just going to come into a back bend. Since this is the first back bend of the class, it might not feel so good, but hands come in, engage the core, really push through the upper back, the sternum. Eyes can look up, engage, 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 engage the legs. Finding that balance, and exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, and you're going to flow through your vinyasa. So bend the knees, spread the fingers wide, jump or walk back to plank. Feel the engagement of all the body parts. Exhale, come onto the toes, make your way to upward facing dog, however you want to do that. And exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. So inhale, feel the spread of the fingers. Exhale. You want to be in a triangle position, so really push those hips high. Inhale, exhale, push back just that little bit more. Spread the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale. And exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. Drop the back leg, back knee, so we're in low lunge. Holding it here, So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go through this 4 times, the same flow 4 times, getting some variations throughout the flow. Oh my gosh, my words. Throughout the flow to get into the splits, get into crow pose, get into a headstand if we want to. Lots of different options that you can do. So exhale, extend that front leg, pick up to the heel, eyes look forward. So it's a little bit faster pace now. So we're really feeling this in the back of the leg. And then come forward, bring the right hand to the left foot, pick it up, quad stretch. So eyes look behind us, rolling the right shoulder back. Really feeling the stretch in the quad, as that's what the stretch is all about. One more breath, inhale, drop the hip just that little bit further, and then exhale, tucking the back toe, sweeping the arms up, high lunge, extend out through the back heel, arms sweep up but pull the shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, drop the back heel, warrior 2. Knee and ankle are in line, eyes look towards this front hand. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, suck the navel in, exhale, push it on back, sun warrior. Hand comes behind the back, keeping that bend in the front knee, rolling the right shoulder back, the left shoulder, right shoulder back. Yeah, both of them back actually, yeah. Inhale, bend just that little bit further, exhale, coming forward, extended angle. So don't drop the weight on the elbow, keep it nice and light. Eyes meet the hand at the top. Inhale, engage the core. Exhale, drop a little bit lower. Inhale, extend the front leg, turn to the side so both toes face straight forward, a little turned out, but a little turned in, but not turned out. So make sure that they're both in line. Hands come on the hips, and we push the hips back and fold ourselves down. When you're there, hands meet the floor, rock onto the toes so your weight are on the toes, not the heels. Just come as far down that you're not bending the knees. We want a slight bend to let the blood flow, but not bending so you're compromising the stretch. Inhale, eyes look forward, stretch out the arms. Exhale, bring right hand to left ankle, sweep the left hand up, twist. Here's those twists coming in. Exhale, walk the hands to the other side, left hand meets right ankle and twist up. Nice straight spine. Inhale, twist, exhale, down, turn to the right foot, change the positioning of the toes and the heel, and step that right foot back to meet the left foot. Plank pose, shoulders in line with wrists. We flow through a vinyasa any way you want to do that. You can drop onto the knees or through chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We change sides. So you're going to take one more inhale and downward facing dog. Exhale, side out. Inhale, left foot meets front hands, drop the back knee. Low lunge. Get comfortable. See how this side is feeling, as both sides are going to feel different. Maybe you can make circular motions in the groin. And then come onto the front heel. Extend out the front leg. Draw the right hip back, left hip back, right hip forward, so they're both shining forward. Lead with the sternum, so we don't want to round down, we're really extending out. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, tuck. No, we're coming into quad stretch. So left hand meets right foot at the back and we twist around. So another twist. Pulling the heel to the bum. Coming forward just that little bit more to get even deeper stretch. Breathe deeply in this pose. One more deep breath, inhale. Exhale as slow as you can go. Drop that back foot. Hands come to the front, tuck the back toe, and we lift into high lunge. Is your knee and ankle in line? Can you see the big toe in front of you? Maybe you can have a little bit of a back bend here. Lead through the sternum. And then exhale, drop the back heel. Come into warrior two. Knee. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the ribs in. Twist the hips so they're facing forward. To the side. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, hand comes to the back. Sun warrior, keep the bend in the front knee. Eyes can meet the hand at the top. And exhale, extended angle. Sorry if I'm yelling, I don't know if I am yelling, but I always know that it's windy in my videos, so I don't want you to not be able to hear me. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend the front leg, turn to the side. Toes facing the same way, not turned out. Hands come on the hips and we push it back to come into, I don't even know what this one's called. I guess it's like forward fold. Yeah. Bring the weight on the toes. Maybe your hands meet your heels. Or even they come behind you and you walk the fingers forward. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, walking the hands back up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn to the left foot. And step that left foot back to meet the right plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa any way you want to do that. And meet me back in downward facing dog when you're ready. 2 deep breaths in downward facing dog. As I said, we're going through this flow 4 times. So we've done it 2 times, 2 more times. A few variations coming in, making it a little bit easier if you want. You can just stay what you just did, or make it harder. You can follow me in doing something a little bit different. So inhale, right foot steps forward. Drop the back knee and come into low lunge. Hands can meet the knee. twisting right hip back, left hip forward. And then exhale, extend out the front leg. Maybe this time you can draw that left foot back a little bit, right hip forward. If you want to get into the splits, you can do so. I just wouldn't recommend it because I'm personally not warm enough yet. You could be. If you know your body, you can do that. If not, maybe you can just extend out a little bit further, feeling the stretch in the back of the front knee. As I always say, if you're uncomfortable, use that breath. Inhale, draw the right foot back in, bending the front knee, twisting for a quad stretch. Right hand meets left foot and you twist around. If you wanted to make it a little bit harder, your hand can just come onto your knee. If you wanted to make it a bit harder, then your hand drops down. One more breath, inhale. Maybe pull that a little bit further that you didn't before, and then exhale, drop it down. Let me turn my page. Bear with me, team. If you know where we're going, you can do that. And then come into high lunge. So we reach the hands up. But we're not staying here long, so maybe you can have a back bend first, pushing the chest forward. Eyes can meet the hands at the top. And then exhale, plant the hands down either side of the foot. Stepping left foot up, we come into crow pose. So spread the fingers wide, feet right behind your hands. Bending the knees, bringing them onto underneath the armpits or the either side of your elbows. Eyes look forward. Bring up the right foot, drop it down. Then the left foot. Always look forward, drop it down. If you want to come with me doing full crow pose, then drawing the feet up. Really bring the heels to the bum. Extending out the arms if you can do so. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the feet down, right foot forward, left foot back, warrior two. So exactly now we're coming back to what we know, bending that front knee, looking at the right hand in front. Taking some nice deep breaths. Push forward, exhale, sun warrior, hand behind the back, eyes look forward. Keeping the bend in that front knee, it's so important, but I always like to say it lots because I always forget and most people forget as well. See, the wind is so annoying, I know. Exhale, extended angle. This time you can bring the hand to the foot. So that on the inside of the foot or the outside, drawing the left hand up and over the head, rolling the shoulder blades back. Keep a length in both side bodies. Sorry about the wind. I hate it. And then exhale, extend out the front leg. Bring the toes to the front. Sorry, I just need to know because I have got memory loss and I can't remember what I'm doing. So toes faced forward, not faced out. Oh my goodness, I say that a lot, but doesn't that mean it's important? Fold yourself down again. So here, you can come into a headstand if you wanted to, or any sort of inversion you want to do, or you can stay here, just bringing it a little bit further down, really extending out the back side of the body. If you're in a headstand, then meet me back in forward fold, bringing the feet forward, stepping back, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale up and downward facing dog. Change sides. This is the last time. One last change in the flow as well. Left foot in between the hands, drop the back knee. Hands come on the knee and push it forward. It's like your headlight shining forward, left hip back, right hip forward. Extend out the front leg. If you want to come into the splits, you can do so, or just extend out that little bit further, making sure the chest still shines forward. Make sure the breath is really slow. I like to talk fast. That doesn't mean that you have to breathe fast and be like, oh my god, this is fast, but no. It's supposed to be slow, but building some sweat. Fold down just that little bit further, and then come back up. Left hand meets the right foot and bringing it forward. By the way, if it doesn't meet it, you can just try and pick it up, drop it down, just being careful with your knees if they're a little bit sore. It's always good to put a towel underneath your knee. That's what some of my people that come to my class like to do. Inhale, exhale, drop it down, tucking the back toe. Inhale, lift. This time we're not coming into that crow pose. Extend out through the back heel. Extend out the leg. Exhale, turn, warrior two. Dropping the shoulder blades down. Really, really engage the arms. Engage the legs. You want to have nice, strong arms. Feel like you can put something on it and it won't fall down. Inhale forward, exhale, sun warrior. Apparently I've run out of words to say, even though apparently I love talking. Exhale, extended angle this time. Maybe the hand comes down. Inhale, look forward, bringing the hands either side of that front foot, bringing the weight on the left leg and extending in to moon pose. Left hand comes in front of left foot, turning the toe to the right side and bringing the right arm up, opening up the chest. Maybe your eyes meet the hand at the top. Don't have very good balance today, apparently. Exhale, come on down. Other leg meets the other leg. Right hand comes in front of the right foot. Extend out the left and maybe drawing the left hand up, moon pose. Engage the leg at the top. So I just had to move inside because it was getting a little too windy and my memory card is booked. So, sorry about the language, my memory card is bad. So we just finished in moon pose, and I just want you to make your way into a seated position. Soles of the feet touching, so we're in butterfly. Hands meet the toes and just butterfly your legs open and shut. Winding down with a few poses to end the class. Ground down through the sit bones. And then with that straight spine in mind, pull on the feet. Elbows can meet the knees to push out further. Just take a few breaths, opening up the hips. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, fold down that little bit further, and then rolling on up. Bringing the feet, bending the knees to the front of the mat, hip distance apart, hands come on the knees. Inhale, rolling the shoulder blades into each other, giving yourself a double chin. Exhale, extending out the arms, arching the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, extend. One more inhale. Exhale, lower as slowly as you can. Dropping the hands. Lower, lower, lower down. Finally making your way with your head on the ground. Bringing the knees in, the heels, try and touch the fingers to touch the heels. Toes facing in the same direction, right in front of us. Knees tracking right over them. Inhale, push the hands into the floor, push the hips up high, bridge pose. Don't splay out your knees, draw them together. Extend out your neck so you can breathe. And don't clench the bum. You want to just let it fall, but it's all in the hips that you really push up. Maybe you can have the hands underneath on the lower back, on the tailbone, drawing the elbows towards each other. Hips are really high. Ooh. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, lower down as much as you can go. This time you can do the same thing again with the hips come high, or you can come with me into wheel pose. So this is where your hands come behind you by your ears. Flip your fingers so they're facing the back of your mat. If you've never done this before, maybe wait so you have someone to help you out that's in real life. But your fingers face the back of the mat. Really push through the hips. Make sure your knees are tracking over your toes. Oh. And then when you're there, dropping the heels down, extending out the arms. Engage the core, engage the legs. Two breaths, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, drop it down. Feel the vertebrae coming down. That's always an uncomfortable pose for me, so that's probably why I was going so fast in it. But you could have stayed up there longer if you want to, you can do so. But window wipe the knees, so just draw them to each side. And then hug them in. Try and give your knees a little kiss, show yourself a little bit of love. Really squeeze. Exhale, drop it all down. Meet me how we started the class in Savasana. Knees can be, again, falling in on each other, or they can be out extended, but make sure your palms are facing up so we can let energy flow in. And then connect back into the breath. Sometimes we lose it in the class, but that is okay, because we can always come back to it now. Check in with your body. Have a scan up and down your whole entire body and really see how it is feeling. So maybe your lower back is a little bit tense. Maybe your hips or your groins are a little bit sore. Or maybe you just feel some muscles that you didn't feel, you've never felt before. And that is really good. But if it is sore, I just want you to send a dedicated breath to that part. So as we inhale, really expand out the chest. And then exhale, send the breath to the body part. Feel it relaxing into the floor. Really just relax it all, becoming almost weightless. As you just keep taking those deep breaths in and out. Feel your body melting away. Relax your facial muscles. Maybe dropping your tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Muscles around your eyes, your jaw, your forehead. Just let it all go into the ground. You can stay here as long as you want. I normally stay here for like 10 to 15 minutes because it's my favorite time of the day. But everyone's different. Just try and clear your mind, keep that breath going. And I just thank you all for joining me today. Namaste.